National Youth Dialogue is an idea conceived, not political, but with the initiative of the Forum of the Special Advisors and Senior Special Assistants to Governors, the 36 state governors in Nigeria, in collaboration with other youth and youth groups in the country, along with the Pan-African Youth Union. The idea is to bring 1,000 young persons to Abuja on the 30th of September and having the opening ceremony on the 1st of October, and then the departure is on the 3rd of October. The concept is to have 774 local governments represented, irrespective of your political party, irrespective of your religion or tribe or where you come from. Because whether we like it or not, Nigeria is at a melting point, with over 60% of our population being young people, and with a very strong disconnect between the leaders and the led. It is important that we bring ourselves together to dialogue, talk to ourselves. What are the problems and how can we solve the problem? Whether the End SARS protest and the last End Bad Governance protest has shown that there is a lot that needs to be done in the country. Therefore, the young people are taking it upon themselves to say, instead of going on the street protesting without a leader, we as special advisors and senior special assistants to governors in Nigeria must begin to take the leadership in our hands. The End Bad Governance protest is as a result of some of the failure of government, whether we like it or not. But there is no how we can have a national youth dialogue without a government involvement, no matter how little it is, because Nigeria is not a lawless state. Nigeria is a country that is bound with its sovereignty, and at the forum level, we have different political parties. We have different representatives: the National Youth Council of Nigeria, the National Youth Parliament, the Nigeria Youth Parliament, the Indibo Youth Congress, the Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, and other youth, Ijaw Youth Council and other youth organizations are actually on board in making sure that we sit, dialogue, and come up with a communique, not like the usual conference and summit that we usually have, where we come up with reports that are not implementable. We know that the federal government is doing a lot. We know that the state is doing a lot. We also know that the local government has a lot to do. But these 774 representatives from each of the local governments are expected at the end of the program to be the good governance ambassador in their respective local government, whereby various activities of the government can trickle down to the local government. We also appreciate Mr. President for the autonomy for the local government. For this autonomy to take effect, the young people who are the majority with the larger population must take ownership of this. And for involvement, one of the things that we have also lacked in the country is mentorship. There have been a disconnect between the leaders. And we thank Mr. President for appointing young people in his government who are now serving as our representative. A good example is the Honorable Minister that we have sitting down beside us here. For the first time in this country, we are having a Ministry of Youth Development. And we're also having a minister that is our own. A minister that we can harass, a minister that we can walk up to because he is one of us. A minister that is on the street, that understands the street language. Because unlike before, where we have older people manning the Ministry of Youth and Sport. So irrespective of this achievement of Mr. President, there is need for this proper dissemination of government programs, of government activities, and also a demarcation between what is expected of the federal government, what is expected of the state government, and what is expected of the local government. And that is why this dialogue is very important. The Nigerian youth are very resolute, irrespective of our country, irrespective of whatever is happening in the country. We understand that the leadership of this country rests more on our shoulders than on the shoulders of the federal government. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Advisors and senior special assistants. Our collaboration is a testament to the adhered vision we have for all Nigerian youths. A vision that embraces self-reliance, innovation, and leadership. As we embark on this journey, we recognize that our collective success hinges on our ability to work together to make a better Nigeria that prioritizes youth involvement at various levels. Now, this youth dialogue has 3 overarching goals. What are these goals? To promote patriotism and unity, to enhance entrepreneurship capacity, and to support policy development that reaches the nation and approaches youth involvement at all levels. To achieve these goals that are being set today, we want to involve every aspect of the nation and all the 6 geopolitical zones, focusing on 5 major thematic areas that I'll be listing out today. First off, there will be National Youth Advocacy Network. This is a network that will bring together all the youth in the various parts of the country and allow them address and present their concerns. Secondly is the National Youth Oversight Concept. Their ideas on different projects at every level. Thirdly is the Youth Integrated Mobile Waste Management System. We understand that waste is a critical part of the economy and of production, of sustainable development and reasonable consumption. And we're going to be bringing the youth in different parts of the country to engage in the system that ensures a productive economy that understands the importance of sustainable development. Fourth on the list is the National Youth Electoral Grievance Redress. We've seen in time past that it's possible for youth to communicate their grievances, but not through the proper channels and methods. But this dialogue is an opportunity for youth to properly communicate their grievances and to be attended to due to the systems and processes that are planned out through the opportunity of the National Youth Dialogue. And finally, the National Youth Regional Development Commission. What is youth without development? This commission is set aside to ensure development in terms of entrepreneurial capacity and many more. The student loan is just an example of what can be done as compared to the next things to see through the National Youth Dialogue. The National Youth Dialogue is more than a dialogue. It's a commitment and the togetherness of young minds across the country. And we cannot do this alone. We need the support of every member of the public, every government official, every youth to put our hands together and make this National Youth Dialogue a vision that is possible and effective across the nation. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity and privilege to be part of this wonderful initiative.